Hey guys, Doug, D-Music Reviews here with another review for you today. This review I've been wanting to do for quite a long time. I've just never gotten around to it out of sheer laziness. But the band and the album I'm going to be reviewing today is a melodic black metal band called Strigampire from Canada. Lyrical themes revolving around sorrow, rage, anger, solitude, and basically just sort of angry and depressive sort of lyrical themes. They are from Canada, a French part of Canada that I can't pronounce, Trois Rivières, something like that. This band started up at an unknown time, but I'm guessing around sort of 2002, because they first had a demo release around 2003, although it's a pretty bad guess, but still I'm just going to say 2002. Since then they've also had two EPs in 2007 and 2008. They had one in each year, and this is their first album release ever. The album is called Where Torments Drown, which was released on September 11th of 2009 independently. They don't have a record label yet, although hopefully they will get one. They just released it themselves, probably just handing it out at local shows, and it's spread out quite a bit. It's not gotten very popular, but I'm here to try and make it a bit more popular because it fucking deserves it, and I'm going to tell you why. The album is 10 songs, it's about 45.5 minutes long. It's absolutely fantastic. I cannot get enough of this. I say 10 songs, it's more or less actually just 9, because the first one is a short intro, about 1 minute and 20 seconds, around the area. It's absolutely fantastic. I cannot get enough of this album, and I really fucking mean that. This album is just amazing. It starts with the intro, which is called Black River of Sorrows, which is basically just a little instrumental, and then it quickly goes into Within Those Walls, or Within These Walls as it's called on my album, so I don't know which to call it because it's listed. Basically it goes on to the second song, and the vocal, all of the instrumentalists in fact, show off what they can do on the opening to this song, as well as for the rest of the album, of course. Just to tell you the lineup, they have a vocalist called Deco, they have a lead guitarist called Blue, they have a bassist called Dam, and they have a drummer called Jan. Aside from Blue and Jan, nobody's been in a band before this as far as everybody else knows. The bassist and the lead guitarist and the drummer were in a band called Slotvian, which I'm guessing is another black metal band, but I'm not entirely sure. But basically, yeah, other than that, none of these people have been in bands before, or if they have, then nobody's been told and nobody fucking knows about it. But basically, this, in the second song, the intro, it starts off with the singer growling for about 17 seconds non-stop before turning it into a scream, which you don't even really register. It turns into a scream and then it just sort of fades out, with the guitars going nice and fast and quite hard in the background, and the drummer is absolutely fantastic. He's going really, really fast, double bass, doing all his stuff, and it's absolutely masterful drumming. I really, really like the drumming on this album, and that's one thing that you should really check out for. The drummer, despite the fact that this is their first album, in fact, this doesn't just go for the drummer, this goes for everybody in this band. Despite the fact it's the first album, you wouldn't really think it. You'd think they were quite an experienced band and they had a lot of experience, they knew exactly what they were doing, because they really do. I mean, they don't even have a record label behind them trying to support them in any of this. They're doing this all independently, and it's absolutely fantastic. They all know exactly what to do. The singer puts in some cool vocal effects. They have backing vocals, I'm guessing, from the other band members at times. And when I say backing vocals, I mean that sometimes they'll, like for instance on a song, Song 8, Weaker Than Vice, the singer will stop, and in the background you just get, it sounds like 2 or 3 people just shouting the same repeated words, which I don't know what the words are, and I'm not going to attempt to sing them because that would make this review even worse. But you can go and check it out for yourself. But basically, this album is absolutely fantastic. The guitarists, they're really fast, they can do slow, they can do amazing melodies. You hear the lead guitarist all the time, of course. The bass guitarist, you don't really hear that much. He's just sort of sitting far, far away in the background, you barely hear the bass. but you will occasionally just hear a nice little sweet fucking melody from the bass guitarist during some of the songs. Though sometimes it can be hard to pick up. I really don't think they gave him enough space on this album. He really doesn't do too much, but what he does do fits absolutely perfectly. What I've heard, or what I can hear from this album, he knows what he's doing. He can do some pretty sweet riffs. The lead guitarist, like I said, is absolutely fantastic. The drummer is insane. He can go fast, he can go steady, he can go slow, he can do whatever the fuck he wants, and he does it well. And the vocalist, aside from doing growls and screams, he doesn't really do anything else. I don't think he does any clean vocals on this album, but to me it works absolutely fine. Sadly, I can only find lyrics for one song, and that's Within Those Walls, and the lyrics themselves are actually really quite complex. You don't really catch the meaning straight away. It'll take you quite a few listens to a song and quite a few times reading over the lyrics to actually work out what they're trying to talk about. And that's something that I really like. You know, I hate songs that are simple and just shout out what they're talking about. I like them to be a hidden little message, and these guys deliver that very, very well. Basically, this album, like I said, I can't stop listening to it. I haven't stopped listening to this since I got it a few months ago. It's absolutely fantastic, and it was the first black metal that I actually listened to, really. I think people who are black metal fans will like this. People who don't know what the hell black metal is will like this. If you're iffy about black metal, I still think you'll like this. It's not the traditional black metal. It's not got so many blast beats. It's not sort of as bad production. You know, it's well produced. It's not sort of gritty or anything like that. So it's not, I suppose in that sense, it's not very black metal, you could say, although it still does sound a lot like it apart from those two elements. And there are still some blast beats in it, just not very many. But basically, yeah, I'm going to cut the review off now because that's all I've got to say, because I can't hype up this album anymore. I could just sit here for the next few minutes and go, it's fucking awesome, buy it. But I'm not going to do that. But I am going to say it's fucking awesome, buy it, because you need to. I'll post some links in the D-Box where you can find songs on YouTube. Please check it out, because I really don't think you'll be disappointed whether you like black metal or not. I was astounded by this album. I still am today. One of my favourite albums of 2009, and that's considering the hundreds that I have to choose from. Please check them out. They're really fucking good. I really think you'll enjoy them. And yeah, that's all I've really got to say. So thanks for watching the review. Please check them out, and I'll see you guys next time.